that, in my opinion, will be the MVP of 2025. Y'all can write that down. This is the best card to come out in 2025. The first thing I'm going to tell you about soft approvals. Every pre-approval is
mentioned about the soft pull pre-approval tools, because there's quite a few banks that do stuff like this, but we can go ahead and go into the soft pull, your thoughts on soft pull credit card approvals in general.
One thing about it, and then I'm going to give you a real gem, and this is going to be a soft pull on a credit card, right? Every single pre-approval is a soft approval.
Why you say that?
They do a pre-approval. They're skimming your credit profile to see if you are matched to this card, if they could approve you just by skimming it. Now, when you actually go for the approval, it's a whole nother story. When you actually submit the application, it's a whole nother story. It could be, we can always still get denied, but it gives us a better idea when we do these pre-approvals. Like, it gives you a better idea if you're going to be approved or not when you do the pre-approvals. Now, there are certain cards, and I can give you a few off the top of my head. The Apple Card, the GM MasterCard, the PayPal MasterCard, and my MVP, the number one card this year, probably a lot of y'all probably never even heard of this card, Rakuten American Express. If you don't know what Rakuten is a shopping portal. Now, I know everybody that's watching this, I can go on a limb. I'm going to say 99% of the people, if not 100, shop online. When you shop online, if you're not shopping at Amazon, you're going to go to that website, you're going to buy what you want, and that's going to be the end of it. Rakuten shopping portal is just an extension that you put on your computer. When you go to the website, it's going to pop up, and it's pretty much, man, there's so many websites. There's a huge chance there's somewhere that you shop, many places that you shop that Rakuten has on their website. So you're just going to do nothing out of the ordinary. You're going to go to whatever the website that you're shopping on. You're going to get a pop-up on the screen, and that pop-up's going to say, get 3% cash back, get 10% cash back, get 20% cash back.
I click on it every time.
You can click on it every time, right? So you're just doing whatever you normally do, right? You buy whatever you normally buy, but you'll get 20% cash back because you have signed up for Rakuten. Now, they have a credit card now. On top of whatever you save with Rakuten, you get 4% on top of that every single time. So if it was 3% when you shop, now it's 7. If it was 20%, now it's 24. Even deeper than this, they also have in-store purchases. So when I use my Rakuten card, before I go into any store, I don't care what it is, I look on the Rakuten website, see if they have any deals. I click on it. When I go in there, whatever I bought, you could get 4% cash back. The way I do it, you can earn American Express membership reward points also. And you can also earn Bilt points if you are a member of Bilt. But I use American Express membership reward points. So every time I shop, instead of getting 4%, the extra 4%, I get an extra 4 points per dollar coming from American Express.
Smart.
What makes this card the best card, first of all, you're earning 4 more points every time, or 4%, whatever you want to do it, every single time, on top of whatever you're already earning. Now, if you was earning nothing before, you're getting you getting four either 4% cash back or 4 membership reward points or 4 Bilt points, however you want to play it. They have a dining portal that shows you local restaurants of anywhere you are, because our phones are always tracking us, right? So our phone know where we are everywhere we are. You go on the Rakuten website, you go into the dining portal, it's gonna give you a list of restaurants in that area. Just so happen you go into one, and you don't have to literally go on the list because it could be any restaurant in the area that you just happen to stop in. You use the Rakuten card. You know what this card gets you? 10% back. You either get 10% back or 10x membership reward points. So this is where I'm gonna drop the gem for you guys. We go keep this right here on this video. We ain't gonna spread this to nobody. You can spread it to your friends. I don't care, right? Okay. Because it wouldn't be me if I didn't do my research on something, because I saw something because this card has a pre-approval. When you do the pre-approval for the Rakuten American Express card, if you're pre-approved, they are going to tell you exactly how much credit limit they're going to give you, right? Say for instance, they give you, I'm just going to say something smaller. Say for instance, they're going to give you $2,000, right? You know you're going to get $2,000. What you do is And I recommend every single person here, everybody that's listening, always have your credit reports frozen unless you're applying for something. Excuse me. The reason I say that is because there are so many scams out here. These companies, and I will say companies too. People, companies, man, they can open up credit cards in your name. You don't know
Yeah.
who works for what person's working for Visa and MasterCard, who has access to all of your information. They could just open up something in your name or something like that. So always keep your credit report frozen. Now, Rakuten pulls from TransUnion. I know this for a fact because it pulled TransUnion for me, and every single person in my Discord and every single person in my comment section told me that they pulled from TransUnion from them. So they pull from TransUnion. All your credit reports are frozen until you apply. You unfreeze TransUnion. Now follow me. You unfreeze TransUnion. You do the pre-approval. Once the pre-approval comes back and they tell you that you approve for your 2,000, your 10,000, your 15,000, whatever you approve for. Once you see that amount, you go back and you freeze your TransUnion. Listen, keep up with me. You go back and freeze your TransUnion, because once they told you how much they were going to give you, you've essentially already have that card. Now you go back to the application and accept that offer. What's going to happen at this point is they're going to try to pull your credit, but your credit is already frozen. But look at what I said before. You've already accepted the offer. You've already accepted the offer, and they're going to still send you the card. So you're going to get this card with just a soft inquiry. It works for the Apple Card. It works for the PayPal MasterCard, and it works for the GM MasterCard. I know because I've done it every single time with all of those cards. The GM MasterCard and Apple Card, I got those cards just for my channel to show that this worked. I don't know how many years ago when I first started, like three years ago or so, and it still works today. But that Rakuten card is the best. If it's one of the best cards on the market, and I believe the best card that was introduced this year. And I recommend it to essentially everybody because we all shop online, right? We all shop online, and you can get it without a hard inquiry, man. What other card can you really say like that? You know, there's not many. There's not many.